On New Year's Eve, I went to the rooftop bar where my girlfriend said she'd be with friends, only to catch her dancing closely with her work husband. When she saw me, she spun around and said, "Oh, good. We can all ring in the new year together." I wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't supposed to see any of it. New Year's Eve was supposed to be simple. She told me she'd be out with her coworkers for a bit and would meet me later. I trusted her. Or at least, I wanted to. But then, a single comment from a friend sent me straight into a nightmare. And when I saw her, wrapped around another guy, whispering in his ear, swaying to the music like they were the only two people in the world, I knew. I wasn't walking away from this quietly. Sophia and I had been together for 3 years. At first, everything was perfect. She was funny, smart, driven. She had this way of making everyone feel like the most important person in the room. And for a long time, I thought that person was me. But then, things changed. It was little things at first. She became more protective of her phone, staying up late to finish work, but always tilting the screen away from me. Then came the distance. Less texting during the day. Excuses for why she couldn't make plans. And then, there was Josh. I had heard the name plenty of times. He was a coworker, apparently super charming, and so funny. Every time she talked about him, she downplayed it. "Oh my God, stop, he's literally like my brother. He has a girlfriend, babe. Don't be weird. You need to stop being so jealous. It's not attractive." I had nothing solid to go on, but something felt off. And I should have trusted that feeling. I had planned to spend the night at my buddy Mark's party. He and his girlfriend Amy were hosting a big thing, drinks, fireworks, the whole deal. Sophia told me she had a work thing first. "I'll come by after midnight," she said. "We'll start the new year together." I didn't question it. Not until Amy said something that changed everything. We were all sitting around, talking about plans for the night, when Amy casually mentioned, "Oh, Sophia's at Sky Bar, right?" I saw her Instagram story. I froze. I hadn't seen any Instagram story. I pulled out my phone, opened her page, nothing. Which meant she had hidden it from me. My stomach dropped. I turned to Amy. "Are you sure?" She nodded. "Yeah, she posted, like, 10 minutes ago. She's there with her work friends." I forced a laugh. "Weird. She told me she was going to some restaurant first." Amy looked confused but didn't press it. I sat there, gripping my phone, heart pounding. I felt sick. I needed to know. I wasn't about to sit around all night wondering if I was being made a fool. So I stood up, grabbed my coat, and told Mark, "I need a favor." Sky Bar was packed. People in expensive outfits, overpriced champagne in hand, music blasting. It was the kind of place that screamed, "Look at me." I pushed my way through the crowd, scanning the room. And then I saw her. Sophia. On the dance floor. Not alone. She was with Josh. And they weren't just dancing. She had her arms around his neck, bodies pressed together, whispering something in his ear. He laughed, pulled her closer. And then, she leaned in and kissed his neck. I stood there, frozen. It was like my brain couldn't process what I was seeing. 3 years. 3 years. And this is what she was doing while I sat around like an idiot waiting for her? I must have made some kind of noise, because right then, she turned. Her eyes landed on me. And for a split second, her face went pale. But then, something even worse happened. She smiled. Not guilty. Not panicked. Just, amused. And then she had the audacity to say, "Oh, good. We can all ring in the new year together." Like I was just another guy in the room. Like she hadn't been caught doing the one thing she swore she never would. The rage hit me all at once. I had walked in here thinking I was about to catch her in the act. But I hadn't expected her to act like it was nothing. And that's when I knew, I wasn't just walking away. I was going to make her regret this. Josh turned to her, confused. "Wait, this is your boyfriend?" Sophia let out a small laugh, like this was some awkward misunderstanding. "Babe," she said to me, voice sickeningly sweet, "it's not what it looks like." I tilted my head. "Oh? Because it looks like you're all over some guy you swore was just your work brother." Josh took a step back. He looked between us, realization dawning. "She told me you guys broke up months ago." I laughed. A real, bitter laugh. "That's funny, considering we woke up in the same bed this morning." Josh's face went pale. Sophia opened her mouth, but I held up a hand. No, no, I said. Don't even try. Just tell me one thing, why? She rolled her eyes. Actually rolled her eyes. Oh my God, you're being so dramatic. It's not a big deal. It's just dancing. Dancing? I repeated. That's what we're calling it now. I turned back to Josh. Did she tell you about our anniversary trip? The one we've been planning for months? Because I thought we were still together. I thought she was busy with work. I didn't realize she was busy with you. Josh looked at Sophia. Wait, is that true? She scoffed. Josh, seriously, don't. But he was already taking a step back. Wow, he muttered. You really had both of us fooled, huh? I pulled out my phone, unlocked it, and handed it to him. Here, I said. Read our messages from today. He hesitated, then took the phone. His eyes scanned the screen. And I watched as the last remaining bit of denial left his face. She told me she loved me this morning, I said, voice flat. Told me how excited she was for our future. Josh swallowed hard. His hands clenched into fists. Sophia shifted uncomfortably. Okay, enough. It's New Year's Eve. Can we not do this here? I stared at her. And then, something inside me clicked. She thought this was over. She thought she'd talk her way out of this, and that would be it. She had no idea what was coming. I took my phone back, put it in my pocket, and gave her one last smile. You're right, I said. Let's not do this here. But this wasn't over. Not even close. I walked out of that rooftop bar with my head held high, but inside, I was on fire. This wasn't just cheating. This wasn't just betrayal. She had looked me in the eye and laughed. She had planned to spend the night with both of us like it was some kind of joke. She thought she'd get away with it. She thought I'd yell, maybe cause a scene, but then I'd cool off and we'd talk. No. She wasn't getting a conversation. She was getting ruined. I wasn't going to do something reckless. That would be too easy for her. I needed to hit her where it would hurt. That meant I needed proof. Luckily, my best friend Mark had been recording the whole thing. Every second of her wrapping herself around Josh, kissing his neck, and then turning to me like nothing happened, on video. I called him the second I got outside. Dude, I said, still shaking with anger. Send me the video. I already did, he said. What's the plan? I took a deep breath. I'm going to make sure everyone sees it. By the time I got home, I had already sent the video to a few of our mutual friends. Then, I uploaded it. Instagram. Facebook. Even in our group chat. No caption. Just the raw footage of Sophia exposing herself. Then, I turned off my phone. And I waited. It didn't take long. 30 minutes later, my phone exploded with messages. Mark, bro, this is blowing up. Everyone's talking about it. Amy, OMG WTF, I knew she was shady. Sophia, 13 missed calls, 25 texts. WTF is wrong with you? Sophia, take it down now. Sophia, call me right now. Oh, now she cared. I let her panic. But then, I got a message I wasn't expecting. Josh. Josh. Hey man. We need to talk. I smirked. Yeah. We did. The next morning, I met Josh at a coffee shop. I expected him to be pissed. Maybe even try to fight me. Instead, he looked tired. He sat down across from me, let out a deep breath, and shook his head. She really had both of us fooled, huh, he said. Looks like it, I said. He ran a hand through his hair. I feel like an idiot. She told me she was done with you. Said you were controlling, that you couldn't let go. I laughed. A real, bitter laugh. That's funny. She told me you had a girlfriend. Josh's face darkened. I do. I froze. Wait, she doesn't know yet, he said. His jaw tightened. But she will. And just like that, things got way messier. Because Sophia hadn't just been cheating on me. She had been cheating on Josh's girlfriend, too. And Josh? Josh was just as pissed as I was. Here's where things get even better. Josh and Sophia worked at the same company. And apparently, she had been using company money to pay for some of their little work trips. Dinners. Hotel stays. Even a weekend getaway to meet a client. Josh had brushed it off before, thinking it was just some corporate expense. But now? Now he was done covering for her. That afternoon, he walked straight into HR and reported everything. The inappropriate relationship. The misuse of company funds. The lies. I didn't hear from him for a while after that. But when I did, it was glorious. A week later, I got a text from Josh. Josh, she got fired. I grinned. Turns out, Sophia had been warned before about crossing professional lines with coworkers. HR didn't care about the cheating, but the moment they saw company money was involved, gone. Fired. No severance. Just like that, everything she had worked for was gone. But the best part? Josh's girlfriend dumped him, too. Because once she found out he had been sneaking around with Sophia, she wanted nothing to do with him. And now, Sophia? She had no job, no boyfriend, and no one left to lie to. And I? I was finally free. I could have just walked away that night. But after 3 years of loyalty, love, and blind trust, she didn't deserve a quiet exit. She deserved every bit of what she got. And honestly, I hope she remembers this every time New Year's Eve rolls around. Because while I spent mine with real friends, drinking, laughing, and moving on, she spent hers watching everything fall apart. Happy New Year, Sophia. Hope it was worth it. Sophia lost her job. Josh lost his girlfriend. And me? I wasn't done yet. See, revenge isn't just about watching someone suffer. It's about making sure they feel it everywhere. And Sophia? She had more to lose. Sophia and I lived together. Technically, the lease was in my name, but we had split rent for the last 2 years. After she got fired, she sent me a text, Sophia, I need time to figure things out. I'm staying at my friend's place for now. Just don't do anything stupid. She still thought she was in control. Wrong. Since I was the only name on the lease, I went straight to the landlord the next morning. Hey, my ex moved out. I'd like to change the locks. Landlord, no problem. Just like that, she was locked out of her own home. She texted me 2 days later, Sophia, hey. I'm coming by to grab some stuff. Oh, I already packed it for you. Sophia, WTF does that mean? Your things are in the lobby. Management said you have until tonight to pick them up. She lost it. Called me, left angry voicemails, sent a bunch of texts. But there was nothing she could do. The apartment was mine. She was gone. Here's something she didn't know, I had been paying for most of our shared expenses. The internet bill? My name. The utilities? My name. The credit card we used for groceries? Mine. Sophia had promised to pay me back every month. She never did. She owed me a lot of money. So I sent her one final message, Hey, I added up everything you owe me. It comes to about $3,200. I'll send you my Venmo. She didn't respond. A week later, I got a chargeback notification. Sophia had used my credit card after she moved out. She spent nearly $800 on new clothes, a fancy dinner, and a spa day. I was done playing nice. I called my bank and reported every charge as fraud. They reversed all of them. And Sophia? Her bank account got frozen for suspicious activity. She called me, screaming. You ruined my account. Oh, good. Now we can both experience financial struggles together. And then I hung up. Sophia was officially at rock bottom. No job. No apartment. No money. No reputation. But there was one last thing I needed to do. See, Sophia had been telling everyone that I was the crazy one. That I was obsessed with her. That I couldn't let go. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I threw a party. I invited everyone, all our mutual friends, even people from her old job. I made sure they saw the video. I let people talk. And by the end of the night, everyone knew the truth. No one believed her lies anymore. And just to seal the deal, I posted one final message online. Some people start the new year with love. Some start it with karma. Cheers to 2024. Attached was a picture of me, smiling, drink in hand, surrounded by friends. And Sophia? She was nowhere. Revenge isn't about getting even. It's about watching someone destroy themselves, piece by piece, because they thought they were untouchable. Sophia played games. I just made sure she lost. And the best part? She'll remember this New Year's Eve for the rest of her life. Because while I celebrated, laughed, and moved on, she spent hers watching everything she built burn to the ground. Happy New Year, Sophia. Hope it was worth it.